Hello Blue class, I hope you are all well and still keeping safe. Another week's flown by. Well done to all your learning this week. It was really lovely to see a few more of you appearing on the blog and amazing work as always. I saw some incredible drawings of the Knucker Dragon both in school and at home from your home learning. Amazing descriptions too, and lots of maths work going on, which is really good to see. So well done, keep it up. Next week we are going further afield again as we're slowly spreading out, so we're going to look at London, and we've actually decided to do 2 weeks on London because there's so much we can cover. So we are going to, for this first week, you've kind of got an English geography kind of task, they kind of go hand in hand. What I'd like you to do is each day of the week try and find out a few facts about a different landmark or place in London. It might be about one of the bridges, one of the buildings, a museum, anything in London. Pick some that you're interested in, you may have visited them, or places you've heard of but want to find out a bit more about. Collect those facts, and then at the end of the week put all that information into kind of a one-page poster which can be presented as you like. You can do drawings of the things you see, get your facts on there, have some maps to show whereabouts they are in London. You may decide you want to turn it into a leaflet or something, but don't feel you've got to do loads and loads. I've kind of put a one-page spread so you could put all that information onto one piece. Haven't said the size of that paper, that's up to you. So that's your main task for this week, focusing on London. Your non-screen challenge, I thought that given that we have the London Marathon, which has been postponed at the moment, but you could find out a little bit about that, but more than anything, see if you can set yourself a challenge for this week. So I know some of you have been doing Joe Wicks. Perhaps you've stopped doing that quite so much and want to get back to that. Perhaps you could try setting a challenge to walk, run or cycle a certain amount each day. You might say you're going to go out for 15 minutes or do a half-hour walk each day or something. Set yourself that challenge at the beginning of the week and then record if you manage to do that and share that on our blog so we can see the different things you've managed to achieve. You might want to build up, starting off doing so much and seeing if you can do more by the end of the week, or you might try and do something consistently each day. But share anything that you manage to do there. Reading, similar to the previous weeks of looking at a different skill, but this week we're going to be looking at summarising, so kind of getting the key facts out of what you read and just being able to put that into a short paragraph and picking out that key information. And then maths, we are looking at shapes, moving on to triangles and quadrilaterals. So there are some activities on the website. I've also put an investigation on there that you can do as well, as I know you've been enjoying those. And the maths block looks a bit huge on the overview because I've also explained some different websites that you could use. Don't feel you have to do everything I've put on there, but I know because some of you have been using things like Oak Academy, some of you might prefer to watch the video and do the activity, so there's someone else teaching you as opposed to mum or dad having to do it. And you might find that an easier way to learn it. If not, there's the activities I've put on there and you can do your own research about different shapes, but just a few options there for you. I hope you're managing to learn some Japanese. We have been doing it in school. We watch the videos and are making little phrase books so we can slowly build on our Japanese language. So if you are doing that, then this week we're going to look at feelings, so how to say how you're feeling. So keep that up if you are. It's a rather strange language to learn because it's very different to ours, but we've certainly been enjoying it in school as well. Obviously there's a few more activities that are on the overview, but I'll leave you to have a look at that on the website. Again, remind those that perhaps aren't sure it's there or kind of haven't been using it to have a look at that, because those activities are there for you. It's what we're providing each week, and it'd be lovely to see a few more of you sharing what you're doing off of there. I know some of you have been doing your own things as well, and that's great, but anything you do, just try to share that one piece of work. It's really lovely to see. And we've only got about a third of the class at the moment that I'm hearing from. So it'd be really nice to hear some from a few more others. So just give them that reminder when you're having your chats between you all. I'll leave you to have a look at the overview to see what else we're up to. I thought this week I would give you a kind of a quiz, but not quite the same as I have been doing previously. I'm going to give you a few questions about London, but actually I'd like you to then see if you can find out the answers to any of these questions. Some of them are things, I've learned things when researching this, but you should be able to find the answers to all of them through perhaps asking parents or looking online. And then any answers you do find, if you share them on our blog, and then we'll see if we get the same answers. And towards the end of the week on Friday or somewhen, I will give you the answers that I found so you can see if you were right. Just so you find out that little bit more about London. So, the first question is, who built London Bridge? So I'm not asking for an individual person, because obviously it would have been a few people working together, but kind of what time period was it? Thinking about the time periods we learn about at school. Who was it that built London Bridge? Another one. When and why did Big Ben once show the wrong time? So the clock stopped a little bit, and there's a reason, something happened and they had to readjust the time a little bit. See if you can find out what that was. Which well-known children's book character is there a statue of in Kensington Gardens? And then my next one is, where are British kings and queens crowned? Can you find out which street links Trafalgar Square to Parliament Square? This was one I didn't know about before. Which underground line, so obviously London Underground is made up of lots of different lines that stop at different stations. Which of those lines had a particular station that was closed during World War II to store treasures from the British Museum? So to protect those, so if the building got damaged, the things inside wouldn't do, they put them underground in one of these stations. Can you find out which line that was on? And then my last one is, what is the knowledge test? So if when you're trying to find that out, put London and it will definitely come up with the thing you're looking for. Okay, so there's a few questions there to keep you busy. See if you can find out the answers. Again, you don't have to find the answers to all of them, but share any that you do and we'll see if you can find the right answer. I hope you have a wonderful week again. I'm still missing you all lots, but keep using the blog. It's lovely to hear from you. Keep doing what you're doing, and I look forward to speaking to you throughout the week. It's nice as well to hear what you've been up to as well. Use the blog for that. Keep in contact with each other, and those weeks are ticking by, so it's not going to be long and we will reach those summer holidays, won't we? But keep going, Blue Class. You've been amazing. I'm super impressed. I know I keep saying it, but I am. I'm really proud of you all. Missing you all lots, and keep in contact and hopefully see you soon. Have a really good week. I think we've got some sunshine coming back, so that will be fabulous. Speak to you soon. Bye.